Hey guys, we're going to be starting shortly. I'm just sharing out the links. And if you are watching the replay, make sure you're going straight to the timestamps. We will be there in a jiffy. Hey Nafa, hey Lisa. Be there shortly. We're just getting set up.
Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Hello everybody. How you doing? I got Deb here. Hey Deb, how you doing?
Hey.
Finally,
Good to be
finally we're doing a collab reading because I have been wanting to do this for quite some time with you. I've had you on here on Harmonia before when you were discussing your books, and that was what, like almost 2 years ago? It's about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah.
So I am so happy. I could, I wanted to start the summer series, and it is. I know it's a little early for summer, but one of the things that I'm doing for summer is collaborating more with other readers to show you guys the different styles that we all have. And Deb is one of my favorite readers, and actually, she started on YouTube way before I did. Back in the day when YouTube was a completely different breed. But I loved your love readings. Your love readings were always like on par. With the connections and everything. But I know you don't do just love readings. You also do some career readings and mediumship. And I do know that you have, do you still have that mediumship channel as well? Or you kind of collab them together?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Cool.
Messages from loved ones.
Yes, messages from loved ones. And it's funny because as a medium myself, I love utilizing cards of tarot for messages. And a lot of individuals think that's completely like, oh, is it keeping you in the box or something? I said, no, I actually see more through the cards, through my mediumship, on there. So I always love to see those messages come across too. So we got quite a few people on this afternoon. How's everybody's Memorial Day weekend going? Hello. Don't be shy. Say hello. Hello, Tom, and welcome. Bernadette, Shirley, welcome back. Special K, welcome back. Have no fear, Special is here. Yeah. Debbie, good to see you. I don't know where Star is yet. Star should be coming in on Twitch, but if you are also watching on Twitch, we see you. Hello. Nice to see everybody. So we're going to get started. The readings are going to be a little bit different because, well, we have two different styles. So you guys get, how the collective energy works, even though, let's say, we're going to use Gemini as an example because it's happy birthday out there, Gems. But let's say we have Gemini. There's so many of you. You're all not going to get the same reading. So you guys get another shot of a reading making some sense here to you. So that's the fun part about this with the All Signs week ahead. So we are going to do things a little bit differently here today. I do want to start us off, though, with some astrology news because there is some big things happening this week. You know me, I'm not an astrologist, but I love to just like pick it and look at it and see, hey, what's that? What's going on over there? Oh, maybe that's why we're feeling that way. So this week, and Deb, I don't know how much you go into astrology too, but I just like to see, I just like to see what's in, as tarot readers, people are like, oh, you assume assume you're an astrologist. No, I'm not. I'm just really into it.
Right, exactly.
But we are in Gemini season officially as of last week. And this week we have a couple of things squaring. So when the planets square, it causes friction. And a lot of the astrologists are talking about a spicy moment happening tomorrow, which is Mars in Pluto. And Mars is obviously it's action and drive, and Pluto is all about transformation. So a lot of astrologists are reporting there's going to be a lot of frustration, communication blowing up, power struggles. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I saw that happening for tomorrow, and I was like, it's a good thing a lot of us have off here in the States. Maybe it's best, but we do have those family picnics and everything. So be wary. Be wary. It doesn't automatically mean there's bad things going to happen. It actually can reveal some things for us as well, especially when it's a different perspective or point of view. So that will give us that transition as well. We also have Venus. And Venus will be, the love planet, will be squaring Saturn. So Venus rules relationships and comfort, and Saturn asks the harder questions to bring it to structure. So keep that in mind too. And I think by the tail end of the week, we have another full moon. This is a cool full moon though, because it's not only is it a Sagittarius full moon, it's a blue moon. And so blue moons means that there's 2 full moons in a month. And so that's what makes it rare. But as you guys know, the moon's energy, especially the full moons, is all about purging. So it'll be interesting to see in this week's energy how this is going to, dive into our readings. Are you ready, Deb?
I am.
I'm excited. All right. So I know. We're going to flip it. So I'm going to go first, guys, and then I'm going to hand it over to Deb, and we're going to get going. All right. Here we go. We're doing things a little bit differently here. My reading style is going to be different because, I got Deb here, and so I got to make these a little bit, not shorter, but I'm trying to make them a little bit more condensed here for you. So let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone in to my collective, whether they're here on the live or watching the replay. How is Gemini showing up? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, Gemini. The sun? My gems. Leo energy. I love the sun. Not only is it bringing vitality, I do feel like you are in the spotlight this week. Okay, I see a lot of joy. I see a lot of happiness. Let's see what you need to watch out for, though. What does Gemini need to watch out for this week? Oh, don't let fear be your driver. So you know what, Gemini, if you have a glow up week this week, I do believe that there's something here that you are moving forward into. But, I don't know. It almost feels like I got someone here who's about to go on stage and has the jitters, like, oh, I gotta face something here. I gotta show up. So there's something here about how you show up this week. Don't allow the fear to override you. Let's see how you're feeling. Look at that, the moon energy. Something significant may be happening in the full moon here towards the end. But this is usually about illusions. You got some fear here. So whatever fear moments are coming up, I really feel like it's because you're afraid of your own successes this week. Okay. If there's anything that is blossoming, whether it's a creative idea, whether it's relationships, whether it is your finances, you are in the forefront. It's almost like you're on, you're either on a leader role this week, you're managing really well, or you're just having that natural glow up where eyes are all on you, especially if this is a relationship that's new. It could make you feel a little bit, here it is, about the past disappointments here. Okay. So don't let those past disappointments, this is your card, ruin this week here for you because it's a joyous week. I mean, you're showing up as the sun, which I love for you. Yeah. The Hierophant here is the next level. I do feel like for some of you with Taurus energy, there is someone specifically who has their careful eye on you. Now, this could be a boss. Like I said, if this is a lover, it could be that too. But I feel like the more the valuation here is they're learning from you. They're wanting to get to know you. They're wanting to see how this all works and ticks, especially if you have a creative idea that's out there or you have just been promoted. Your response, I would say nervous. Yeah, you're nervous. You're nervous. It's okay. It's all right. I think that, you're not going to be picture perfect, but you just need to show up as authentic. Also, whatever you're working on overdrive, don't overdo it. The Eight of Coins is usually someone here who can really get lost in like what's working, what's going on here. They don't have their head up. So just be wary because, again, you're being watched here, but it's like you don't have to get completely lost in it. Greater opportunity for you this week. Look at this, a Seven of Wands, okay? I feel this energy of being a little defensive, or if someone is criticizing, you may take it a little harshly, so be careful of that. This is also this energy here where I think the fear comes in with past situations. It's not necessarily this individual or something that happened now. It's just, a trauma situation where you felt rejected or you failed. Could be that. But you got good things. Yeah. Whatever you're planting the seed here to this week, I do feel like it's going to allow you to have not just the momentum. Look at that sun, guys. That sun's here twice. So there's something here about your spotlight. I think your guys' money is going to be looking well. Final advice here for you. Just be careful. Just be careful with how you manage the past and bringing it into the present energy because you got a lot of new things coming your way. You're not quite off the ledge yet. This card reminds me a lot of the Fool's journey, the Fool itself, but you are not quite off it yet. So there is something here that you're just going to have to learn to manage or just take your time with, especially if this is a new relationship. All right, that's what I got here for you, Gemini. If that resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below, and I'm going to move this on to Deb. Deb is up here for Gemini.
Hi, guys. Hi, Gemini. Happy birthday. It is my dog Nala's birthday, so just had to shout out Nala here on her special day. All right. So let's see what's going on with Gemini. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I feel, Gemini, that this is in regards to love. I feel that everything was going well, and then somebody walked out of your life, and it just totally confused you. It devastated you here. Your wish fulfillment kind of walked away from you here. And now you're at this like crossing point where you're not sure which decision to go. Should you wait? Should you, or should you just move on from this relationship here? I feel the best solution here that Spirit's given you is just to kind of focus in to get more sleep. I feel that somebody's definitely like your mind's kind of spinning, okay, in regards to being able to sleep because of a lot of heartbreak here as well. Just take each day as it comes. Now, you do have the King, Queen of Swords here, air sign energy. So you could be dealing with another air sign here as well. But really, it's going to be going down to them coming back, I feel, having that inner strength. I feel that they feel very stagnant in their own life in regards to not being able to open up their eyes and see that this relationship is meant to be, that it's a meant to be relationship. Could be dealing with a twin flame as well, but I do feel that, yeah, there's a lot of regret. They'd have a hard time opening up and expressing how they're feeling in regards to love. They do love you here, absolutely, but it's kind of like they need their space, okay, and they need their quietness here and stabilize their life here before showing this action. But I do feel that let's pull some outcome cards here. Yeah, once they get their act together of their mindset here with the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Hermit, their mind, they have to settle their mind here. This is your partner here, your love interest, and they balance it out. Then they're going to be moving on to the next step here. And there he is, Mr. Sugar Daddy himself. I love this dude. But
I do too.
Earth sign energy does not have to be, but definitely a balanced individual coming towards you, definite twin flame more and more here with that Empress. That's you guys here. So they're going to be returning once they balance out, not to worry. So that is what I have. Thank you.
Guys, don't forget to follow Deb Does Readings over on YouTube, and you can go ahead and check out all of my links are in my description to reach out to Deb, and she does do private readings as well. So make sure you check her channel out. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. I do love the King of Pentacles. A lot of people don't like the King of Pentacles. They're like, he's boring. I'm like, no, I like him. He's put together. Hey, Ashen, welcome back. Hello, Nancy. Welcome back. Good to see you, Nancy. You've been gone for a while. Girl, we need to chit chat. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, how you feeling this week here? Let's see how you're showing up. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, boom, the world. This is good because I feel like you've made everything's come full circle here with the world, but we got Taurus energy, Aquarius, Leo, and of course, Scorpio energy. But how you're showing up this week here is there's just something that you're wrapping up, finalizing, and now it's a week here where you're putting the plans. And I think the plans together has to do with either travel. It could also be, you know, the next milestone here for you. But I don't know, you know, we also are in graduation season. We just simply are. It feels like that, you know, but I do feel like this energy of like I graduated or that's complete. I'm over it. It also could be an individual, like I'm over them. It could be. It could be. Hey, Papa. There's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? Look at that. There you are, packing up and moving on. So there's more to meet the eye here when it comes to you. So you are holding back. Interesting. Let's see what your response is and what you're holding back. I feel like this is a moment here where you're trying to leave something in dignity. And, you know, some of you, it's nostalgia because it's taken you so long. Like I said, if it's a graduation or something here that you've earned, but this chapter is over. How you're responding here. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. Yeah. New beginning. You know, it's not going to take your light away. It's allowing you to go with it. And I love how it's showing up as a lightning bug. It reminds me of just summertime. So, and we are going in that summer season. But I really feel what's coming up for you is the illumination that your spark isn't gone, that it's just started here for you. External reasons why. Oh, this one wanted to come out. Two of Cups. Because there's a relationship here. As much as it mattered to you, this does not have to be romantic. It's like you're parting ways. You're moving on. You're moving forward. Okay. You're not going to be in the same connection with this individual like you used to. Some of you, yes, you have broken up. You've had to create some kind of closure with an individual. Others of you, if you're graduating or moving on here, or you're leaving a job, I feel like you're leaving like your coworkers, you know, where you have to move on to another job, but they're like your family, but they're not, you know? So there's this energy here externally around you. Our relationships that are meant to be will love you and be there for you. But the ones that, I don't know, I feel this energy of like, you feel that someone here is leaving you. Yeah, could be an air sign. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, someone here could be a little bit upset and straightforward, very blunt and sarcastic. And this could be an individual here who may not be there to cheer on your wins. But I also feel this energy of they have a lot of fear and insecurity about you leaving or you moving on. Okay, so this person is just, they're kind of showing their colors here because they're upset that you've changed or you're moving on. How you're responding here, look at that, Knight of Swords. You're very clear, but I also feel that you're a little hurt by whatever this person has to say. But at the same time, you're also being very direct. You're letting an individual know that, you know, this isn't going to stop you from having a new start or a new beginning. It's just, it's meant to end. Yeah. you have some options here coming up your way here. I don't think it's going to be something finalized this week. I feel that you are creating space here and realizing you need to move on, whether this is a career, whether this is a relationship change, or whether it's something that you have, finished out like school. This is just you looking at those options and opportunities and saying, where is my part in this world? And, I think that there's an individual here who may be critical, but at the same time, Page of Cups, how I feel about the Page of Cups. For those of you who are new to me feeling the Page of Cups, to me, it's always like a meh card. I'm like, wow, can you make a bigger love offer? But here's the thing. I like this Page of Cups because it's this little girl and it's kind of an inner child. There's just something that you are being asked here to listen to your inner child this week. All right. Especially if this person hurts your feelings. Don't allow this individual to keep you from making the moves that you are, because you do have a lot on your plate. You just simply do. Underneath the deck here, look at that. You got the Page of Cups twice, guys. Twice, all right? There's going to be an emotional offer, but listen to your inner child first, because she or he is the one here that needs to be held, and held responsibly, meaning don't allow it to override or to react. Don't take away from the beauty of this new beginning here for you, because you have a really big start, but it's not necessarily that you have to put all at one, all the eggs in one basket here this week. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If that resonated, go ahead and comment below, and we're going to move on to Deb's reading for Cancer. Hey, Star.
Hi, Cancer. Let's find out what you need to know right now. All right. Wow. I say what I feel and what I hear, and I feel like you're having. I literally heard. I see a clear vision of somebody who is you could be dealing with Aries, specifically with that Page of Wands, as well as the Emperor here. But I feel that somebody needs to kind of, like your partner here, don't take this the wrong way, sensitive when it's kind of mean messages. It's kind of like saying they need to grow up. I don't know how else to properly put that. I'm sorry. You go from that page, which is like a younger type of energy, to the Emperor, which is more a real man should, kind of energy here. And I feel that they too know to kind of grow up, expand kind of energy, live a little, It's not all about the fun and games kind of thing. They could be kind of not responsible with money or what have you, but they're getting their priorities straight. And I feel that you're starting to see that this person is starting to, it's going to take time, but I feel that your person in mind here, regardless if they're Aries or fire or what have you, is going to kind of expand their mind and understand that life isn't all about, the partying and stuff, you want that happiness with them here, but it is going to take some time. And then there is going to be movement, but it might not be as fast as you would like, kind of thing. But this too shall pass, my mom always used to say. So keep manifesting for this person to kind of realize the big picture here in regards to a relationship, in regards to being responsible with their money, kind of thing. It's growing up, basically, okay? Learning tough lessons here, because you do love them and you feel that connection, but there's something like missing. It's kind of like you're putting in all this work and they're not, kind of energy here, but you do love them here, and I feel that it will pan out. You just have to kind of stay balanced as well, even though it's been tough time and very confusing, I feel. But there will be work being put in. They have to be the responsible one in regards to taking ownership of their own life here. That was a very interesting message, and I never mean to insult anybody or anybody that they know, but I have also, the way that I read is that I have to speak the truth as to what I'm picking up here, so I hope I didn't offend. I'm sensitive, I'm a Libra. But anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate it, Cancer.
Make sure you guys check out Deb's channel as well, Cancer, over on my description box too. So we're going to move on to Leo. I feel like Cancer needs a hug. I feel like Cancer had some really
I
I mean,
know,
it was
especially
it
after
was
what I just had to.
I mean,
No,
it was
especially after what I just had to. Yeah.
well, no, I mean, I was feeling I had kind of a similar energy where they had a really good start. They were closing something out, and then like, who's this
Yeah.
person who's being brutal?
Right. Right.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if we were picking on the same person, but it just feels like someone picking on them.
It's like
Who
they didn't
knows?
take their relationship seriously or their life seriously. They just have a lot of growing up to do, you know, and they
Right.
will. They definitely will, your partner here. So, not to worry.
Yeah. All right. We got Leo where my lion's at. Hey guys, we have a target here. If you guys want that collective bonus here on YouTube, sorry, Twitch, sorry. On YouTube, make sure you guys are hitting the target, because if you hit that target and hit those donations, if we get 5 of them, then we will unlock a collective bonus. So that is around. We still will do that. Hey Garnet, welcome back. Leo. Let's see what's going on here. Nine of Cups. Look at you, you little romantic individual. You're showing up as very loving, sincere. Now, sometimes the Knight of Cups can come off as like overly romanticized. So there's something here that I feel that you are facing this week with appreciation and love. But why do I feel like you're over apologizing too? Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I felt it. I felt it. There are more secrets in this world, okay? I feel like my Leos tend to be a little bit of a, at least for this collective that I'm reading for, tend to be a people pleaser and are the ones to offer apology, love, appreciation. But who's doing that for you? And so this week there is something, and it could be, guys. I mean, we have that Mars and Pluto. Somehow I made those planets just one. I created my own word, Mudo. I like it now. But we have that friction point here too. So there could be friction here in communication with another individual. Let's see how you're feeling. How you're feeling. We have the 6 of coins. This is all about reciprocity, but is there someone here who's breadcrumbing you as well? Because I feel this is about you doing an equal give and take and leading by example, and someone ain't doing that. I just feel it. Not this week. External reasons for this? No. Knight of Wands here reverse? No. This person is doing everything but that. They're not hanging out with you. They're not reciprocating. I feel like this person here is a person who, if they promised you any kind of favor this week, this individual is not doing that, you know. But again, why are you apologizing for their behavior? Now, some of you, you're apologizing for their behavior because you work with them, or it's a family member and it's like, I got to step up because they're not showing up and I'm on doing something on my own. I almost feel like you're showing up to a party on your own or showing up to an event on your own. This individual is just not there. No. They care about their happiness. But what makes Leo happy? Because I feel that this relationship is something that you desire and want, and you want to change in this. I'm really staring straight on to the transformation here of that butterfly. That's your card. But the integration here is about your happiness. How you're responding to this? The 8 of Cups. You gotta stop this. You know it. I think there's something here where an individual, you know, maybe you're apologizing for them, or maybe you're showing up and trying to fix and smooth the situation out. I feel like you're kind of going away from that this week. I'm like, I don't know. You may be playing a villain a little bit. Greater opportunity here. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta teach and lead by example, but also the belief systems here, you know, the evaluation, you know, I don't know if you're giving this person a write-up or a pink slip, but I feel that this commitment is, are you truly into this, or am I completely on my own on this? All right. So there is something here where there's a relationship where you're really evaluating who's pulling the weight. And this Leo is the one who's been pulling the weight. Yeah. I do feel like there is going to be a discussion here at the end of the week, and we do have that full moon, but I feel there's going to be a lot of emotions here and a lot of reactions, and you two mirror one another a lot. You could be dealing with a Pisces. So just be prepared. I think that, and by when I say by be prepared, is that this person here is very overreactive when you don't fix things, when you're not fixing the scenario here. But here's the thing. You're being asked here to be brave, to be courageous, but also be confident in the actions that you take, because I feel that you can do a hell of a lot more than this individual, and you're giving them credit, and this credit isn't deserved on their end. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and we're going to move on to Deb's reading here for you.
Okay, this is for Leo here. Let's find out what Leo needs to know. Spirit, please show me. Oof. Sorry for the sound effects there. Money reading in regards to a message about money. I feel that somebody, I promise you, I do give positive readings. I just speak the truth in regards to what I'm picking up, but I feel for whomever this is meant for regarding Leo that that something needs to be replaced. It's just a matter of time, and I feel that you're going to be saving for this here, okay? Definitely so. Let me clear the board. So that was a separate message regarding, sorry, Tanya. Sorry. Sometimes I don't like to combine the love reading with the finances and stuff, so
that's fine. Do you.
Okay, so let's find out here. I feel like there was like a little bit of a tiff here, Leo, in regards to somebody just speaking the truth. They're just brutally honest, and I feel that it kind of went a little south, okay? Now, this could have already happened or in the future, definitely, but I feel like, there's going to be tears shed. There's going to be emotions being spread here, but they realized that they could have came off a little strong, that they shouldn't have said it the way that they said it, kind of thing. But I feel in their eyes, they could be a little stubborn. I'm picking up as well, but just give this some time. I feel that it's going to be resolved pretty quickly, with that Nine of Pentacles. That's like my sooner than later card. They do love you here, and they don't want to fight with you here. But yeah, there's just some hurt feelings coming in here, but definitely you're going to get your wish fulfillment. It was just kind of like a foul mouth kind of, not literally, but like a bad timing, bad choice of words. If y'all had a mother-in-law, you know what I'm talking about. I shed a little humor with my readings as well. But anyway, but not to worry. I feel that it's going to be resolved, a little bit stubbornness in regards to, I was right. I was just speaking the truth kind of thing, but nothing that can't be fixed here. Okay. But feelings definitely will be hurt. And I do feel that they will come in and fix things with you here. So not to worry. All right. And that's what I have for Leo. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Deb Does Readings. Oh, and you can check that out in my description box. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. I do want to say hello to a couple people, though. Shirley, welcome back. Star, I cannot believe, Star, there is nobody on with you right now. Are you the only one on? I think you are over on Twitch. Thank you, Debbie, for the first donation. We are now four donations away from unlocking the collective bonus. I do appreciate it. Well, we appreciate it. Angel, welcome back. Who else we got here? Who else do we got here? Shirley, thank you so much for your donation. We are three spots away from unlocking the collective. You guys always do it in like, it's like confetti here, Debbie. I wanted to give a shout out to Nancy and Trudy, who I haven't seen. There's long-term subscribers over at Harmonia Friends Community, and I haven't seen them or heard from them in a while. So shout out, ladies. You're missed. You are. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lisa, I didn't mean to. Beautiful. Thank you, Angel. Thank you guys so much. You guys, we are only two donations away. We appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Virgo. Virgo, how are you showing up this week? Remember, no. Ooh, Virgo. The Tower. Virgo is showing up as the Tower. Now, listen, a lot of people fear this card. I don't. I like this card because to me, it's like no funny business. Like, just bring it. It's meant to be removed, and I'm meant to see some bigger and better things. So there is something bigger and better here coming in, but it's going to be a shock here first. You got to go through this first. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Let's see what else is going on here. Stars like, I agree with the Tower. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. So this has to do with something that comes up this week for you. You know, I think, you know, listen, I got a lot to say, but I'm trying not to get too excited about this, but you are being protected in a huge way, Virgo. All right. You are being redirected. God itself here for you. Okay. But you are very much thinking that there's a road you should be going down, and it's not going to happen the way that you want it to this week. It just simply isn't. But be careful here, because with manifestation here, you don't want to manifest your fears of the worst case scenario here. It's creating room here for you. All right. Let's see how your response is. Reversals are now up. The Knight of Wands. See, it tells me that your response is, oh my gosh, this happened way quicker than I anticipated, and now I have a huge change coming my way. And there's fear here with this change, because I think the direction you were going, you thought everything was going great, and you're putting a lot of time and energy into it. But externally, something else is about to change for you. Seven of Wands. You're being pushed here not to go this direction. So this can show up with an individual. It's free will, guys. If you have a person here that you're trying to collaborate with, work with, it's not going to work in the favor with how you want things to go with this individual. They're defensive. They don't want it. And I want to say to you, some of you people are going to be blocked. All right. Because they love to make me add all that stuff up. And I'm seeing the Eight of Wands here. So it's almost like this connection is muted. You know, all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean? I don't hear from a person. I can't. They're just absent. They're just absent. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's a Ten of Swords. Okay. It's not going to feel good, but here's the thing. When you hit that rock bottom, it's also allowing you to have a new start and a rebirth. You were putting a lot of time and energy into a particular situation with an individual to prove your worth. You don't need to do that. You don't need to prove your worth. You are already worthy. And so, Virgo, there's something here about your worth here that is on the table. Yeah, how you're responding here is you don't want them to go, or you want to be able to revisit this. But it is happening for you. It is. Don't forget that this is happening for you, because the level that the two of you are on was not meant to be. Now, some of you, if a person is blocking you or rejecting you, they got their own stuff to process. Yeah, the Six of Swords here is like, where do we go? How do I reconcile with all of this? You know, a lot of you are going to want to try to resolve a fight or situation or have some kind of closure, and you're not going to get closure the way that you want it this week. But it is going to allow you to process your emotions and feelings in a much healthier way. And here's how. Here's how. It's creating space here to look at this differently. Honestly, if I were to roll the dice and it was my archetype, I would say you would be a 2 right now, which is the Witness, right? The level that you are going to be seeing this week has to do with your worth. And someone here is trying to knock down your worth. They have no right to do so, right? So in the long run, you have done all of your homework to this extent here to be in a level vibrational match with another. Some of you, if this is a job loss, this is you actually meant to be like an entrepreneur. Or it could be because you're really meant to lead. You're not necessarily, maybe you're a better manager than that individual. Maybe you're supposed to be up-leveled into another, tax bracket. But there's something about your worth that you're not seeing. And it's almost this level of, well, let me prove it to another how worthy I am. And Spirit's like, you don't have to do that. We already know it. That's why we're removing it. That's why we're removing it. You're not going to have everything figured out. There's going to be some fears and illusions come out here. And I feel specifically here, we do have the moon keeps coming out a lot for a lot of you guys. But we have the Pisces energy here with the moon. We have the full moon coming on Sunday. And I feel like there is something here where you're going to have to trust your gut that there is going to be something better for you. And if it is an individual and if it's meant to be, they will reunite here when it's a vibrational match. But right now it ain't. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Deb's collective reading for Virgo.
Hi, Virgo. We're going to find out what we need to know for Virgo here. Spirit, please show me. Okay. Sorry. I feel that somebody's going to be returning, could be with an apology here, your favorite cup. Your favorite cup, page of cups here. So your favorite card here. But I do feel that they're going to kind of cure all issues here. Okay. Now that I do feel that they're going to be a little bit nervous in regards to apologizing. They know that they were in the wrong. Absolutely. You got the Tower here, the Seven of Swords as well. But there's that apology right after too. So I feel that everything's going to come together. You're going to hear from them. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. But the thing is that I feel that there's a little bit of trust issues in regards to, can I trust them? Are they going to walk away again kind of thing? Make sure that you heal. This is the week for healing your energy, okay? And believing what they're saying. Even though with that Ten of Swords, that is a very strong energy of deceit, So regardless if they cheated on you, a third party situation, or just kind of mistreated you wrong way, okay? And they definitely walked away, I feel too, because I can feel this fear of them walking away again from you here. But I do feel, however, they do love you here, They feel that connection. You feel that connection. I feel that the message here for you guys is just to kind of get in touch with your spiritual senses. This is a strong energy in my eyes. The Queen of Cups looking over at that High Priestess here. So it's kind of like she's very highly intuitive, that Queen of Cups, right? So definitely turn to source here, pray, listen. The thing with intuition and downloads is that you can get as many messages as you want. It's what we hear, it's what we're willing to hear, what we're willing to understand and listen to. But yeah, I myself even have that issue. So, but definitely listen to your intuition, okay? Trust. It's about trust. And but if you get that gut feeling that they're doing you wrong, then listen to that, But I really feel that they are going to be speaking to you, that they are sorry, that they do love you. Yeah, they still feel that connection with you here. Could be a soulmate as well, but I feel like there's definitely a new start with that Ace of Cups and fixing things together. So that's what I have. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Make sure you are following Deb Does Reading and check out the description so that you can just go on right over there and come back, of course, because we'll miss you. But we're going to go on into Libra. So, Deb, you're a Libra too, right?
I am. I'm a triple Libra.
That's right. That's right.
Libra.
You are a triple Libra. Dang.
That's special.
I got Libra, obviously, is my sun sign, but I'm not a triple Libra. That's a lot. All right. Where are my Libras sarcasm. At? You have sarcasm? Deb, are you doing, do you still do the Tuesday lives where people can go personal readings? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now, last Tuesday, I had a function with school, so I had to take care of that. But normally I'm on live on Tuesdays. Yeah. So,
yeah. So make sure you guys are
6:30
checking.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm sorry. What time was that at?
6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys check that out because she does live readings. So if you want a shot here to ask a question for your personal situation, then she has those. I don't do them nearly as much because, well, I have other things I'm doing right now, but she's a great source for it. I've done a couple readings with Deb during her lives as well. Yeah, I love them. All right, fun. Libra here. What was that?
They're fun. I love interacting, getting messages, and helping people. It's all about helping people.
Yeah, you have a good crowd over there too.
Yeah, they do. And they're great. They're a great group of people.
Libra, how you showing up? No reversals on initial story play here. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Well, listen, he may be boring, but he's the most stable person. Okay. So, this is a week where I feel you are just keeping to yourself and to your errands, and you're investing wisely. You're not making huge changes this week. You're just working on your stability. You're very grounded this week, which is great energy, especially if there's something where you are trying to nurture an idea, because I feel that you are setting the structure here for yourself. All right. Things to consider here. If you're questioning it, you already know the answer. Interesting enough, because Deb was just talking about intuition in her last reading, and this kind of goes similar to that. Is a lot of you are questioning the next moves of what to do to be stable or to build on whatever this venture is, but there's something here where your inner compass already knows, your heart already has the answer here. So I don't think you're looking for something direct, like a message. It's like, I need something signier. Can you give me another sign, universe? And you're seeing like 777. You're like, all right, well, I need something more, like, and we all do it. I know I do it. I question the universe all the time and be like, what's that about? Let's see how you're showing up. The Knight of Wands. Interesting. You got two Knights energy. So how you're reacting here is you're going to trust your gut on this. And this next move is not going to be a comfortable move. I almost feel like you ripping the Band-Aid and saying, I'm doing it this week. All right. So I don't know if you are making something established. This could be a business. This could be a venture. This could be an idea, but it's like pen to paper. You're making it official. Some of you, are officially joining the gym. Some of you are officially, investing more wisely. You're signing up for something. External reason why? Because in the past, you've missed opportunities. And this one, you're not going to miss it again. And I feel that the Tower moment reverse to me is never about, oh my gosh, it's something internally happening to you. It's usually things around you that are breaking up or coming to pieces. So for this week, there's something about being ahead of the game and knowing that you got to do it this week. Okay, maybe some of you need to play the lotto this week. You're just going to know. You're going to trust it. And it's because you're preparing for something ahead of time, which is going to be very good for you. It's going to be a really good outcome for you. Not necessarily this week, but you're just going to have to blindly do it. Yeah, look at all of these Knights with courage, with making it official, not just, your actions and your words are lining up. You are, gosh, I just feel for a lot of you, you have a really good, idea that is meant to be shared. And if this has to do with your worth, meaning that you've just gone out of a relationship or something like that, you're putting yourself back out there, but you're just feeling very authentic. It's the right time. And some of you are like, I don't really do dating profiles, Tanya. That's fine. But you're listening to your heart of where you need to be, whether it's taking yourself out on a date, you're doing something and trusting yourself this week because it feels grounded. It feels practical. Yeah. with the Page of Coins here reverse, I feel this energy that you're not going to miss any opportunities and take accountability for how you show up. You know, you can do all the soul searching that you want and all the reading and seeing what is picture perfect, but you won't know unless you experience it. And so there's something here that's urging you to experience this and take your time with it, because I do feel like you're getting your feet wet. Okay. Bigger opportunity here. Yeah. Look, guys, it's all about, it's time, you know, it's time to put yourself back out there. You've been in this sitting, hanging mode here to say, when is the right time to do it? It's this week. It's this week. Plan the trip, you know, sign, you know, write out the check. There's something you're supposed to do this week that you already know and been waiting for to do. And it's Spirit saying, no, this is it. And it has to, it's going to be the best thing that you did, because you're going to be way ahead of the game here, because it's not about, oh my gosh, I got to leave it. Now you got an opportunity here to get something back. And I think this opportunity is something that emotionally you felt you had to leave because it wasn't the right time. But this week, you know it is. Okay. Underneath the deck here for you as advice, listen to your inner child. Look at all the knights and pages you got, right? Have fun with this. Be open about this, and also be vulnerable to this, especially if there's messages or it's meeting new individuals. I do see an opportunity here, especially if this is love, for a spark of a connection happening this week. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to see what Libra or Deb has for Libra now too, as well.
Hi, Libra. My sister from another mother. That's what I always say. I myself am one. Let's find out what you need to know for Libra. I feel that this is very specific for someone out there. This could be definitely a soulmate with that Two of Cups. I always pick that up as soulmate. But somebody's having a tough time in regards to lack of communication. This isn't ghosting. This is somebody that you're already talking to, but they're really busy. It's like they're married to their job here, you know? And it's starting to frustrate you in regards about, like, what about me? You know, kind of thing. You know, it's a miss, you know, it's like they don't always like communicate every day kind of thing. They miss a day, they miss the right, you know, the lunch hour or what have you here, but they do love you. Okay. Now, as I've said, I am a Libra. I overthink myself. I feel that this is definitely overthinking, you know. We're human, you know, but just know how much that this person does love you. Okay. But it's kind of like, well, why don't you give in to me kind of thing? What about me kind of energy here? If you do bring it up, they may get a little frustrated with you here, but just, you know, just, you can mention it to them, but don't, how shall I say this? Continue on like I do. with tough times in life, you know, but definitely don't overthink it. It's almost kind of like, where are you coming up with this? Like, they're actually questioning you. Where are you coming up with this? I'm not seeing anybody. Like, your mind kind of spins out of control in regards to coming up with things that, you know, they're seeing somebody else. They're out drinking with their buddies, you know. But no, they're actually legit and just working and working hard here. So, but definitely they will contact you. You might want to mention it, but just, you know, don't be a Deb. and kind of continue to kind of question them here, you know, because they do love you here. Just keep that in mind. And that's what I have for Libra. Thanks, guys.
All right. I love it. Scorpios up. We did get a donation. We did get another donation. Thank you so much, Debbie, again, for the donation. We are one away. Debbie had said that the target wasn't working on YouTube, but I can see it. So that I'm just keeping tabs of it on my end, but we are only one donation away, in case it doesn't say that. YouTube is on its own thing, I guess. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you have any plans for Memorial Day weekend? Are you doing anything this week other than here?
Just working. It's very rainy here. It's cold. It's very cold. Like yesterday was like a high of 48 degrees. That's cold.
You're in the Poconos, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But soon to be South Carolina. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see, right? Someplace warmer, definitely.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's just here in the UP, it's just starting to warm up now, but we didn't get nearly, like, you guys have a lot. You actually are colder than we are right now. So the weather's just wild everywhere. Angel, thank you so much for the donation. We appreciate it. Guys, we hit our target. We hit our target. Let me just do the train. So what does that mean? We hit the collective train. So we hit our target, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Deb and I will do the collective bonus after this. But we still got some readings to do. We just simply do. We were on Libra, so we got Scorpio up next. Scorpio is up. Let me switch my banner though, so we can switch the targets on so they know. Since we hit it, you guys rock. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you showing up this week? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Nice. Even keel. It's good for you. I feel very balanced. I feel relaxed. You know, I don't know. Is there a relationship that is budding here for you? Some of you, there's something regarding an intimate relationship. Could be with a Sagittarius, but right now you're feeling very aligned. Now, this could be inner alignment here too for you. It could be. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, I was dropped all these cards. Your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. And I feel like that's something that you are realizing this week. Because whatever you're embodying this week with this temperance energy is showing you that you're not allowing the past to trigger you, not nearly as it used to, which is a really good thing, because I feel in the past you may have personalized it to the point of playing victim. And I don't think Scorpio is playing victim this week. How you're feeling here? No, you're being honest. You're being authentic. You're being very direct. You know, if something doesn't, you know, feel good to you, you'll say no. You have no problem saying no. I don't feel like you're very overreactive. Now, I do feel with this Page of Swords is there is somebody here. There always is. Listen, sometimes people aren't meant to be on the stage with you. They're just fans. And I do feel like you have a fan here. I don't think it's a positive fan. I think it's an individual here who likes to scrutinize, criticize. But here's the thing. They see you doing that, and it almost feels like, it almost looks like the Temperance card. But I feel like this individual doesn't like that they don't bother you nearly as much. And there's just something here where you leave it unread, or you just cut off. Some of you are not even responding to this. That is your cutoff game. But you also maybe just being very assertive. Yeah. You're not allowing an individual to trigger you this week. And you're keeping the nose to the grind here when it comes to what you're working on. Now, for some of you, it's a new relationship, and this is a past individual here who's got something to say, especially if you have children involved with them. All right. It's none of their business, but it's also something where they're trying to poke you. Now, others of you, you just got a jealous individual around you who does not like to see that whatever you're alchemizing, whatever you're working on is not shared with them, because this is a person here who used to keep very close, like a close-knit individual, could be a friend, could be even a family member. How you're responding to this individual, Wheel of Fortune. Listen, this is about you taking a chance to handle this differently than you typically do with this individual. So it's the opposite. If you are a person here who overreacts and has to explain something to an individual or point the finger, you're not doing that, you know, because to you, luck is on your side. And so I also feel that there is someone here who's really trying to throw the knives at you. I mean, this is not a comfortable spot to be in, but it's the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great card, but it's a card of destiny. You know, you are taking chances. So Scorpio, the chance you're taking are moves on yourself, on what makes you lucky. Yeah, and not everyone's going to be happy. They just simply aren't. But they're also individuals here. Look who that. You know what it is? That violin. Or in this place, I always say it's the trombone. We play this trombone a lot when people get upset, because I feel like this person here doesn't like the idea that you're collaborating with others or being with others or just happy, you know? And so this is just someone here who kind of wants to piss on your parade. Greater gain here for you. Look, a completely different thing. So let them see you. Let them see you on stage. I do feel like this person is watching you, but I don't think you necessarily have to bring them on stage. Okay. So this is something about a new beginning for you. I feel it's going to be a very awesome week, but also just be wary with this person, because underneath the deck, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Underneath the deck. Look at that eye of Mordor. It's right here. There's that eye again. You got the Wheel of Fortune twice. Karma comes around. And so this is going in your favor this time, and it's not going in theirs. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. Have a good week. Let's see what Deb's got for you.
Hi, Scorpio. Let's find out what you need to know for this coming week. Oops. Sorry. Well, definitely thinking. You got the Hermit here. Sorry. Let's find out. Scorpio, I feel like you want to kind of change ways. I feel that you're not saying that your life is like unbalanced or anything, but there's room for improvement. That's true with anybody, you know. And it's kind of like, what can I do? I feel like you could be going over like things to cut back on, you know, with money, or just like stabilizing your life more, doing things that are going to make you happy. But I really feel that you're going to be brainstorming here. Absolutely. Remember that word from the 80s. But definitely, I feel that, you know, I feel that you've been a little confused in regards to like your life kind of energy here. You need to kind of straighten things out, you know, change things around. I also feel that you're not sleeping at night. I feel that there's definitely a lot going on in your mind, but I feel by doing this, sorry for the Philly accent there, but definitely I feel by you doing this here, you're going to be able to sleep more. You know, it may take some time for you to do this. Okay. So basically what I'm feeling, Scorpio, is that you're going to have like this aha moment of saying to yourself, I need to bring more balance into my life, not just with finances here, but as well as my life. What makes me happy? You know, coming up with a new plan, you know. I can't pick the right word here, but definitely you're going to show that action. Absolutely. I also feel that some people are going to be like naysayers in regards to, well, you don't really want to do that, you know, or you can't accomplish that. That's a lot on your plate. Yes, you can, you know. You just have to apply yourself. My dad always used to say, you know, you got to apply yourself with everything in life. Absolutely. And that included algebra, unfortunately. But you're not stuck in your ways. You just need to change things here. Okay. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a naysayer, but don't listen to the naysayers here. You're going to do fine. Okay. In regards to love, I'm not really feeling it's more about this week is more about love for yourself, you know, making yourself happy instead of, you know, because we all have to be happy, you know. Put love on the back burner for now and just kind of rearrange things and think things through and then take it into action. Definitely. And that's what I have for Scorpio. Thanks, guys.
Sometimes the biggest love of them all is self-love, you know, when people go through it.
Exactly. I know I have too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a lot of work, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
rewarding.
Yeah.
It's very rewarding.
Right.
It doesn't feel like it at the beginning.
No, it's overwhelming. So I get it.
I think I've been on the self-love journey for almost 10 plus years at this point, but I wouldn't go any other way. I'm happy now. It took me years to like realize that like, oh, it's me I've been searching for. Oh gosh, it's me.
Exactly. I hear you. I'm in the same boat.
Hey, Sherry, welcome back here on Twitch. Let's see what's going on here for Sagittarius. Well, you just had and I don't typically take flyers, but this one was coming out. What you're being embodied here is the Page of Cups. Okay. Interesting enough, this Page of Cups has 2 cups in their hand. So why do I feel a little bit confused about what offer to take? There's one that you truly desire, but there's another one that you're holding on to this. Because this could be an old version of you too. You know, something that you're ready to let go of. But there's a new opportunity being presented to you. And I don't know, I just feel, honestly, I feel like the 7 of Cups energy here for you. Some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. Huh. Interesting. Some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. Are you trying to fit yourself in these shoes that just don't, they're just not great? Well, it's almost like Cinderella, like, you know, the stepsister's trying to fit it in there. And it's like, oh my God, these hurt so badly. They don't fit. This doesn't serve you. Some of you, this is a job that you've gotten comfortable with and it's just kind of like stuck. And it's like, now I've already signed up for it, or I've stayed here long enough and I'm ready to get, you know, a raise or something, but you have a new opportunity being presented with you this week. Others of you, you're in a dead end relationship. Oh gosh. Do you remember this game, Deb, where you played with the strings as a child? It's the hand string games.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah. I always had a difficult playing this game, but the 8 of Swords, I mean, it's totally great for this card because it brings, it showcases anxiety. Because I do feel like you have an individual who changes the rules to this game. And that's what I'm really seeing is like, which is the right way? Because, you know, I'm always feeling like the rules have been changed or something here is being slipped. I hated that game. Externally. Yeah, right. Externally, the High Priestess is another, and this is someone outside of you. So you have an individual here who holds back with what their true agenda is. They're very clairvoyant, this individual, very intuitive. They read between the lines, but their moves are so sneaky that I do feel like they play games with you. Interesting enough, I feel like you have someone here who's trying to keep you in a specific position that does not feel good when you have a bigger opportunity. Some of you, you're at a job where this individual here feels threatened that you're a better leader than they are, especially if this is a boss. All right. Others of you, if this is a relationship here where they keep playing games with you, and it, you know, give you anxiety and saying, I'm not sure where things are going, you are starting to really see that this individual may have other options this week. And it's going to become way more clear to you. And it's not just the behavior of this individual. It's like they're literally showing, like, is there something else here? How you're responding? Temperance. There's those 2 of Cups. You got to do what's best for you. You do. Because the patience, this takes patience to play this game anyway, right? But you have an individual here who's trying to trip you up or pull one over you. And I feel that you need to create some space here and ground yourself. And how you're reacting to this is something's off. And you're right. There is something off. Greater opportunity here for you this week. It's time to gain a new perception. It's time to start trusting your intuition, read between the lines. This person has been doing something sneaky. You're not necessarily going to figure out everything and all the details this week, but you're being asked here to trust your gut and also the moves that they make of how quickly they change, because this person follows patterns. So there's a specific pattern that you're going to see this week with this individual of when they back out or when they change something on you. Greater gain here for you. 5 of Cups. Some of you are going to be so disappointed in this because it's like You mean to tell me that they were never going to solidify this? They were always planning on taking the credit for this, if this is work related? Devils wear Pradas. I just heard that. But if this is a relationship, it's almost like, that's love. There's a lot of like, how did I not see this ahead of time? You did see it. You loved or you trusted this individual, and there's nothing wrong with loving and trusting a person. That's very big of you to do so, but don't beat yourself up with this if this happens for you, because I think with the Queen of Swords energy here, you're going to have to make a big decision here. All right. Create some boundaries. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here, not only ask the truth, but set things straight here on your end. Show up authentic, but I feel like that this is about a conversation that needs to come at place with this individual. They cannot keep giving you the runaround. All right. Sending you so much love, Sagittarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to see what Deb has for Sagittarius Collective.
Hi, Sagittarius. Let's find out what you need to know for this coming week. Okay. Well, this is an interesting message, Sag. I feel that you're going to be communicating, now it could be vice versa, in regards to somebody asking you if you want to go away, if you want to take a vacation. That's cool. And I feel that somebody's going to get rejected, whether that be you or them. But I do feel, however, I feel it's really about you asking somebody, hey, can you, like, I'm one of those people that does not like to go by myself kind of thing. So I ask like girlfriends to come with me, on vacations or what have you. So I kind of get this energy, but I feel like it's going to be kind of turned down. I can't do it for whatever reason kind of thing, but thank you for the offer. Just go on your own. Basically you have the Empress here. You're going to be so happy that you did. Okay. Is it going to be kind of boring without somebody there? Yeah, it's going to be a little uncomfortable here, but you're not going to regret this. Definitely not. But yeah. That's cute. Now, when you come back from this vacation, okay, now it's not going to be like right away. There is going to be, because you do have the Three of Wands. That's a waiting card for me. So this vacation, you're going to plan it now kind of energy. It's a quite interesting message, to say the least. But when you do come back, it's almost kind of like you're going to give your friend that you did ask to go with, who kind of denied it. They're going to be a little jealous, I feel. But I also feel, it's like, oh, well, I guess I should have went with you. Well, a little bit too little, too late, kind of thing, But I feel that if you're planning on something to do something fun in your life, do it. And you can do it by yourself. Absolutely. You can also, you have two queens here. You could ask for somebody else to come with you. Just don't give up. It's all about living the dream and living the life here and not getting discouraged, and just keep on going here, because if we overthink it, we're going to get ourselves bummed, in regards to, well, nobody wants to spend time with me. That's not the case. Everybody's busy these days, don't try not to take it personally like I do. But definitely, just go by yourself. Absolutely. You're still going to have a great time. And that's what I have for Sagittarius. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Deb.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's always interesting to see how the collective energies switch with story play, because it obviously, guys, sometimes you guys, these are your readings. Other times it's for the replay audience as well. So that's what's always interesting for us, is to see what kind of stories come play out. And sometimes they're completely different messages, and that's cool. That's how it works. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you showing up this week? Remember, no reversals. Showing up with that Leo strength, very resilient. Now, this strength card is a little different to me. It reminds me of Fenrir, if in Norse mythology. So I feel this energy here, the wolf that was chaotic, destructive. But I feel like your pride and your ego are being kicked and bruised. Thank you, Debbie, for the donation. You've come farther than you think. God, you're hard on yourself. And there is something that is coming up here for you that obviously you left a lot of things on, right? But when you go off that cliff, you have to do the trust fall here of where do I go next? And there's something here about, I don't know, it feels defeat. It's like wishing that you made different decisions. Could have some contemplation here, could have some nostalgia energy coming in place here for you, Capricorn, this week. Let's see how you're responding to this week. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by that. Oh, it's your losses. But with this being reversed, this tells me that you are letting the losses be, that you're realizing that, no, you don't necessarily have a bridge. You don't have everything figured out, but you have recovered in a really big way and you haven't lost it all. External reason for this. I almost feel like whatever move that you make this week, once you make this step, it's going to create such momentum. You know what? This is a moment and this is a week here for you, Capricorn, that I feel you're going to have to take it all in, because once you accept this, once you do this next step, you're all in. And it's not saying that you're not going to have time and space to appreciate the things that you've created, but you really should look and reflect of how far you've come this week, because the next moves coming up, I feel, are going to happen at a really fast pace here for you. Yeah. With the King of Wands energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, he can be very cocky and look at that, prideful and arrogant and annoyance, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to prove to anybody. You've already proven to yourself that you've gotten this far. So whatever the step is, don't overdo it. Enjoy the ride through the process as well, because you are going to miss out on so much when you start really getting up the speed. You know, I kind of see it as a car. You know, when you're in the car and you're the passenger and you're going slow, you can see everything. But as you go faster and faster and faster, things speed up. So you can't perceive or evaluate what you're looking at all the time. It's going that quickly. Well, this pause moment that you're in, you may feel like this is taking too long, too slow. It's not. It's a week here for you to appreciate it, because this next thing is pretty darn big for you. Yeah, it is. I knew it. See, Ace of Coins. That's a beautiful start for you. Some of you, your money is going to be on the rise. You know, others of you, you got a really good, especially if this is an entrepreneur that I'm talking to, this is a stable business opportunity that you're going to be receiving. Okay. And this could be a big client. This could be a big opportunity here to expand, promote. Some of you, this is about just your worth and realizing how worthy you truly are, and that it wasn't all for nothing. Look at that. Bigger opportunity, 7 of Cups, is that it happened right at the right time. And so this week, just take a moment to reflect, appreciate how amazing you got through all of this, but moving forward, you know, soak it in as much as you can, because if you put yourself to the point where you burn yourself out or try to prove to others of your worth, it's only going to lead you back to the past. And Spirit's saying you don't have to do that anymore. No, look at this. So much self-love here I'm feeling on this card. 5 of Wands here. This is about you looking at yourself differently this week. You guys are really doing the mirror work. Okay, you're not broken. You're perceiving and understanding here. You're recovering. You know, you're not in the fight here to compete with yourself, because underneath the deck, you got some amazing things coming your way. And so I really feel like this is more all versions of you. I feel like you're right here in the middle. I feel like that's your past. I feel like that's your future higher self, right? You know, working all together with those versions of you to be where you are now. Enjoy it. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Deb's collective reading for Capricorn.
Hi, Capricorn. Let's find out what we need to know for this coming week for Capricorn. Oh, this is going to be detailed, guys. Let's find out. Wow. So I feel Capricorn, obviously it's not going to resonate for everybody, but there is a message here, a very significant one for somebody Capricorn wise. You're going to be hearing from somebody who is a friend of yours, I feel. And I feel like they're jealous. Okay. They're trying to kind of persuade you in regards to, well, they're out having fun, you know, it's all lies. I just feel that they're jealous, you know, regardless of whatever reason that may be, but they're jealous of this relationship that you do have here. And they're going to try everything to see if they can follow the plan here in regards to destroying this, okay? This relationship that you have. That's their idea plan. What in the Smurf? But definitely, you know, it's going to be heartbreaking here, you know? Don't listen to them. And I feel like if you question this person of interest, you know, this love interest, and just say, well, so-and-so said this, you know, just calmly say that. And they'll calmly explain it. You know, it's like, well, you know, I'm sorry that you heard this, but it's not true, you know. Like they could be saying that, you know, they're cheating on you kind of thing. So there's like a bunch of gossiping hens we're talking here, girlfriend, about, you know, trying to, and I just feel like it's either that they're jealous because they don't have a love interest, or they're jealous because your man is the real deal, you know, that he's a real good guy kind of thing. And I feel that you can trust this gentleman here, okay? But definitely it's kind of like, where are you getting this from? So just know that there is a jealous friend. Could have already happened, could happen in the future, definitely. In regards to, you know, this person is trying to sabotage your relationship, and it's not true. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. My daughter, Grace, she is a Capricorn, and she would not tolerate that. So I hear you with that. So just know that rumors are rumors for a reason. You know, listen to your man. He is telling you the truth. So, but that's what I have for Capricorn. Thanks, guys.
Capricorn, once my sister, actually my sister and one of my close friends are Capricorns, and once you don't want to mess with them, and once you get on their bad side, you're screwed. Yeah. It's
that's
like
right. She's
recovery period's probably zero to none.
Right. Yeah.
Debbie, thank you so much for another donation. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to Aquarius. So for the signs, guys, we have Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and we have unlocked the collective bonus. So there will be a bonus roll. There will be. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, how are you showing up this week? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, Justice, aligned. You look deader than dead, though. Don't you look like the Grim Reaper here in this card? You're showing up as Libra energy. You know, you just have the gavel. You have the gauntlet here. So if people are, you know, you are judgy. You're judgy this week. I don't think it's a bad thing. You're making some massive changes here of who is worth your time and effort. What else we got here, Spirit? Every person who leaves takes away something you no longer need. So it's almost like for you, you're not chasing people or situations. It's like, okay, if you don't want me or that's it is what it is. I'm going to leave. Fair is fair. So you're all about an equal give and take. But I also feel that, you know, before you may have tried to prove to others that, hey, I'm here, let's resolve this. And you were always that person here to try to make things better, because you are a very fair individual. You just simply are. But I feel like you're letting people do what they got to do. And there is somebody here in particular who is walking away from you this week. How you're feeling about it? It's not feeling good. but you're not going to chase them. You are not chasing this individual. Do they leave a mark? 100%. Is it something that's going to last forever? It's going to leave a scar on you. You're never going to forget the situation. Probably has a lot to say, doesn't this individual? This person's pissed off at you. You're dealing with a feisty fire sign here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person's pissed off. But they're also they're coming off as egotistical. So I do feel like this person is it almost feels competitive, a competitive nature about this individual, overreactive, micromanage, had to be their way. If it wasn't their way, they would freak out. Some of you are married to this individual, and that's like this person saying it's over. Yeah, look at that. That's you, King of Swords. You know, this is you being even keel. You're not reacting to this individual. You're watching their actions be very loud and boastful and pointing the finger at you for sure. But you are so even keel about it. You know, if this person here wants to go, you're like, fine, go. You know, but you're not going to over-explain yourself, not as the King of Swords here upright. The King of Swords is someone who's going to listen, who's going to, you know, is there with authority, but they're detaching from their emotions. Yeah. And you're very still. So you're literally watching someone be triggered by you. And I feel like this has to do with a person here who doesn't like to be put in their place. And so you have an individual here who may have overreacted to a scenario with you. And that's why it's like, you know, greater opportunity here for you. It's about your happiness. You know, you've outgrown this relationship to begin with. So I do feel like, you know, Leo energy is coming up strongly. I do feel like the two of you marry each other, but when it comes to marrying, it's like the insecurities and the wounds. But you are looking at this entirely different because you used to overreact with this person. And this week here, you're like, I can't do that. I will judge this individual by their actions and the moves that they make. And if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. And I just have to accept it for what it is. So you, Aquarius, are in acceptance mode when it comes to an individual. Because what's more important for you is what's in front. And so as a person exit, now there's a better opportunity here. You've been asking, this is for an Aquarius here who's been asking for stability in their life. But you have also been with an individual here who's very lacking that. Okay. You know, it could be a lack-minded person. It could be an individual here who plays games with you, but there was never something here that allowed, you know, you to really fully integrate in the nature with this person around you. Underneath the deck here, your final advice here for you. Look at this. 3 of Cups. Okay. That's that celebration. That's that joy. It's hard to feel that when somebody here has left. But I do feel that in the future for you, you're going to see in the long haul that this person did the biggest favor for you because it's the best move that happens for you. You're going to be with the right people moving forward. The right people. This is your tribe. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to see what Deb has for you guys as well.
Hi, Aquarius. Let's find out what we need to know for this coming week. Okay. Well, now we know that Deb can cut cards. Okay. Let's find out what we need to know. Wow. I feel like this is for somebody, Aquarius, that is kind of like single. You know, you're not dealing with a significant other. I just feel that you're kind of discouraged. You're in this stagnation. Things are going to be on the up, and they're going to get better. You have the sun here, very positive. And the card right after that is the Ace of Cups. So there's new love coming in, and you're going to be really, really happy. But there's a lot of discouragement in regards to kind of just walking away from you know, and it's kind of like accepting the fact that I'm never going to find anybody kind of thing. But definitely, you know, it's been tough here because of the length of time of finding somebody and them finding you, you know. But it's just a matter of, you know, it's like overthinking, you know. But I do feel that you're going to be communicating with someone. Absolutely. That's what I got. Could be with an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Yeah, more so Libra with that justice here. I literally heard lawyer. Somebody's getting set up with a lawyer. Ooh, nice. Not too shabby. Good for you, girlfriend. But definitely, life is not over. There is definitely somebody coming in. And, you know, everybody always used to tell me, story time, you know, they come in when you least expect it, you know, that certain person, that love of your life, you know, and I truly believe that, you know, and yeah. So don't give up hope is what this tells me. I feel in the meantime, it's kind of like to help settle your energy, you know, focus on other things that make you happy. You know, don't stress about it. You could be going to work and focusing on work as a distraction. I do that, you know, but just stay strong. You know, it's sad, you know, but definitely there's a whole new start in the future. For somebody now, it's weird because my spirit guide knows this. I don't believe in time frames because when you're dealing with this kind of work, you know, where you get your answers from basically is your spirit guide, which is the afterlife, you know, kind of thing. And there's no such thing as clocks on the other side. But I'm going to say it anyway. I feel in 3 months. Okay. Obviously, that's not this week, but definitely, you know, just look forward to the future because you have a bright one, definitely. And somebody that you're really going to meet and get along with. Now, for others, I do feel that you're going to meet this person, like a new person coming into a job. You both work at the same place. Well, that's interesting. But don't get discouraged. Absolutely not. When the time is right, the time is right here. And that's what I have for Aquarius. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Deb. We're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces is up, guys. Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you. Pisces. No reversals on initial story play. Pisces, here we go. How you showing up? Oh, celebrating. Happy. You're amongst the right people this week. That's nice. Whether this is family, your fur kids, your friends, I feel this is a time here of gatherings. And so I see you just enjoying people's company. What else do we got to remind Pisces about this week? Interesting. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? Interesting. I love this question. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? I think for some of you, you're realizing that there are certain individuals that weighed you down. And this week, you're feeling way more aligned with the right people. And this is about time because I feel like Pisces has really been through it. My collective Pisces has. So I feel like this is you letting loose, having fun. Yeah. That Five of Wands energy here is you may feel that there are other individuals wanting to compete for your time and effort. And don't lose yourself in being a people pleaser this week, okay? Externally, I do believe there's an individual here who is, you know, a lot. And by a lot, I mean it's a person here who's a dead weight, okay? Could be dealing with the Leo, but with it reverse, it's telling me there's a rock and a hard place. Some of you, this is a family member. So this is why it's hard because it's like you want to get together. But then I also feel like, oh, so-and-so, Susie's got to be here. I'm just saying Susie. But like, I just feel this energy of like, they're the Debbie Downer of the party. And so, you know, you have an individual here who may be a little bit upset. They didn't get invited or they're not hearing from you. But I think for you, you can still listen, you can still love, you can still have compassion, and that's who you are, but you don't necessarily need to take the negativity of an individual. Enjoy yourself. You're allowed to have fun, you're allowed to have a good time, and not everyone is going to be happy that you're happy. They're just not. Absolutely, they're just not, you know, it feels that way. how you're responding to this individual. 9 of Cups. Well, look, well, I'm happy. Can't you be happy for me? I feel like the problem is you do have something really exciting going on here for you. And so this is something here where it's like, we should be celebrating this together, but God forbid, you see beyond this. I just feel this individual always tries to gain the attention or the upper hand. Puppy eyes. It's like, you're just mopey. Greater opportunity here for you with the 4 of Cups here reverses, not to miss those opportunities because another individual is going through it. This person's ego has been hit. And so it's not saying that you can't be kind and nice to them, but you're not going to miss out opportunities here where things are going well for you this week. And I see things are going well. Yeah. Page of Cups. Some of you have the celebration has to do with either you got a new job or something has taken off for you. But it's like, I feel like there's a lot of individuals who see how excited you are and playful. But I also feel this energy that an individual is used to you being the one that molds into a situation to fit in. And so you're always covering for this individual. In the past, you have. Now, underneath the deck is you're gaining a new perception by putting somebody in a timeout. Let them think. Let them be, right? If they are saying, well, I'm not invited or I don't want to go, I'm not feeling that well, then just let them be. Let them be in that moment. Don't let it take away from you. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Let's see what Deb has for Pisces Collective.
Hi, Pisces. Let's find out what we need to know this week. All right. Let's see. Feeling that there's some kind of project. It's like there's like a deadline. There's like something that needs to be done within a certain amount of time. And it's kind of like, well, I can't drag my feet with this anymore. This I feel is definitely, it's definitely a work opportunity here. So it's a way to make money. And it can be discouraging because it's a lot of work. But I feel if you follow through, you're going to be successful. You're going to own your throne, basically, with that Emperor energy here. I don't gender specific here, but it can be a little frustrating, but you're going to reach this goal. There's like a project or something that you're going to reach here in regards to making it. And it's going to be very, very successful. Have that confidence. I just want to pull a few extra here because I just feel like that was somebody definitely, okay, who's going to resonate with that here. Okay, let's find out what else we need to know. You ever when you think about somebody and then like 2 seconds later you realize that they call you or they text you here? That's exactly what's going to happen here. I feel that you're going to be hearing from somebody that you were thinking about, okay? And I feel that they're going to feel a little guilty for not getting back to you, not talking to you for quite some time. But I feel like you two are going to have a really great conversation. Oh my. Pisces, we got lots of messages going on here. Let's find out. Yeah, you're definitely going to reach your goal. Don't stress about the time restriction, I feel. But in regards to, it could be just a job and just getting like, I used to work for a patent, U.S. and foreign patent office, right? And you're basically timed to make sure that when you type out that whole entire patent, you only have so much, minutes to get it done. So there's kind of like, that's just an example. Not that you guys are all typing up patents or anything, but just saying, it's like a time restriction thing and you're feeling that you're not going to get it in regards to work, but you definitely will here. So yeah, I do feel that somebody's going to be returning here and communicating, and it's going to be good news. I feel it's that person that you're thinking about, and that they're going to call back again. This isn't just a one-time thing, and I feel that they will call back another time. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I have for Pisces. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, Deb. We also got another donation. I want to say thank you to Diane. I appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Garnet had said he liked the Capricorn read. Thank you.
Good.
Glad these are resonating for you guys. All right, we're going to move on to Aries. We have 2 more signs, and then we have the collective bonus. So don't go anywhere. We have a collective bonus. All right, here we go. Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you showing up? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, the High Priestess. Quiet, reserved, really in tune with your gifts this week. Something's coming in dream form for you, Aries. I almost feel like you're going to have a visitor, like a past loved one, come visit you. You are worthy of love. No proof is needed. I feel like you're having, for some of you, if you've lost a parent, or this could be a grandparent too, it feels heavily a masculine energy. I do feel like you have a masculine on the other side here who's sending you a message, and I feel like it's coming through dream form. Okay. But it also, a flower could be something significant here too. Maybe you see something in bloom or a particular flower that this individual would bring or offer to you. How are you responding this week? Aries, how are you responding this week here? So you're not stuck, but you feel stuck. I get it. You've been praying for an answer to get you out of a situation. Hopefully it's not a relationship that you feel like dragged down to, but I feel like whatever the situation is, it's between you and your loved ones or God. And I feel that you've been asking and begging for a sign and feeling a little confused as to how to get this fixed. And you're kind of you're looking around for it in that sense. Externally around you this week, you're being guided. You're being guided. You have someone here who has passed away. They love you sincerely. It feels like a parent or a grandparent. But this is an individual here who was a very extremely hard worker. And you have been asking for some kind of help or assistance, and they have been giving you messages, and you're understanding those messages. You are. But it's also a flood of them this week. I almost feel like every moment you go, you see it. Like you're driving down the road and you're like, oh my gosh, license plate, I'm seeing 777. Then the next one comes 777. I'm seeing it again. So you're seeing it. Even Friskers came on here. My cat. You've been seeing it in a really big way for you. And it is, they're here to tell you that you're doing great. You're doing great. You can do this. You don't have to, you're not on your own. You're not alone. All right. Some of you are asking for assistance and help with your children. Am I a good parent? And they're saying, yeah, you are. Others of you, you could be saying, have I made something on with my life? Yes, you have. You know, there's something here where you feel disappointed. Things didn't go out the way that you wanted to. You know, sometimes when we're children, we want to play house. They're showing me this, where you want to play house and have that picket white fence. And then as you get older, you're like, that so didn't happen to me. Not in the way that I wanted it to. But it wasn't supposed to, because that was pretend. And this is reality. And reality here for you is that you're creating a new start for yourself. Yeah. And so there's some fears and illusions that's coming up about failures and rejections, but Spirit is telling you they're just illusions. It's just fear. It hasn't hit yet, and you won't know. You won't know, and you're not meant to know, because the work that you do has to do with trust. The biggest opportunity here for you is to let a relationship here not keep you from moving ahead. I do feel like you have a loved one here, though, on this. A lot of you have a loved one on the other side who's saying, hey, I wish I could just be there to support you. This is a person here who you could talk to every single day. Right. I love that. When I used to talk to my mom, it was like we always had that like quick conversations. But I feel this week there's an opportunity where you're going to hear them on the other side saying, yeah, no, I'm still here, you know, and you're doing great. And, you know, don't think that you're not, you're doing great. But I think for a lot of you, you're leaving a relationship It just doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah. Because you're about to have a new start, a new beginning. Is it fully going to showcase this week? No, but it's not meant to. Right now, your support here has to do with the individuals around you. Where is it coming in with reciprocity? You know, those little gifts of equal give and take. And who's breadcrumbing you? Because the individual who's breadcrumbing you has got to go. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Deb's reading now for Aries. Yes, Frisker's made us.
Let's find out what we need to know for this week. Let's find out. My dad had a favorite expression. Sorry, I do a lot of story times because that's what my spirit guide shows me. It generally resonates with what I'm going for here. But yeah, my dad always used to tell me, you won't know unless you try. He always used to talk about canned peas. To this, I'm 57, and to this day, I still can't stand canned peas. But you won't know unless you try. I feel that you're going to be, Aries, you're going to be like jumping into the stream of things, and you're going to kind of be aggressive. There's nothing wrong with that. If you see somebody, go up to them and say hello and talk to them, kind of thing. You know, what's it going to hurt? You know, basically, okay. I feel that things are going to move pretty quickly, okay. And I feel this would be something that I would think to myself, and it's kind of like after that you do this, you know, and introduce yourself and talk to this person, you're going to be like, what was wrong with me? Like, I can't believe I did that. That is so out of my realm, you know, but you're going to be glad that you did. And I feel that there's definitely a future date. So, you know, but I definitely feel that there's a strong connection. There's definitely attraction here with the, oh, wow. With the Judgment, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands here, okay? But you won't know unless you try. Now, is everybody going to take that word of advice from Spirit? No, because we all have that free will, free choice. But if you wait, see? There it is, somewhere. Put it on the screen, Deb. You got that 9 of Pentacles and looking over at that tower. You're going to miss out. So definitely try to, okay? Absolutely. Like I said, you won't know unless you try, Aries. So that is what I have for Aries. Have a good one, guys.
I love when your little stories come in place. That's one of the reasons that attracted to
story time. Yeah.
Well, what I liked about your reading style is that sometimes it's very personable. Like I used to feel like I was having coffee with you, and I just feel like, oh, just like chilling out, having coffee.
I get that a lot. Yeah. I wish I could live closer to you. We would go out for breakfast every morning. Starbucks run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So. Welcome, Alexis. We have a newbie here. Hello, Alexis. You're in good hands over here on YouTube with some moderators and community. We're also on Twitch too. All right, we're going to start off with Taurus. Guys, I want to just let you know, we have the collective bonus coming up next, and this is the time. Bonus train time. This is the time to make sure that you guys have, well, subscribe to the channel because that's how you get all notifications. Make sure you've hit like, but also put your energy in. What do you want it to roll? Because when the dice roll, we never know what sign we're going to get. So this would be the time here to put your energy in while we are doing the Taurus reading. Taurus is now officially up. Let's do it. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, Taurus, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're authentic, dry, sarcastic this week. I feel like there's this energy here of no funny business. You don't like small talk. You want something that's very direct. All right, get it. You're also all business. It's just simply that. You're all business. Endings aren't always endings. Oh, boy. What's coming back around for you? There's something coming back around. All right. How was Taurus feeling into this week? Oh, well, you're over someone's annoyance. All right. So, you don't really have a toxic situation with this. It tells me that you are just coming off as even edge, playing it cool, accepting a situation for what it is. All right. Let's see externally why this acceptance is. Ten of Cups. This could be a family member. Okay. Some of you, this is a family member. It's like their family. It is what it is. My mom used to always say that it is what it is. The most powerful saying of them all. Right. I feel like for you, Taurus, there is a person who is trying to wants your attention, is used to you being a particular way. And it's someone here that tends to get a little jealous, a little bit needy, can be clingy. But overall, they're part of your circle. Now, this is someone you're working with. It's kind of like, I'm just going to keep it professional. Yeah. King of Wands energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is an individual. They're just competitive. They like to be right. They're very competitive. There's just something about always being together or wanting to know your business. And it's something that you go over and over and over again with this individual. You just simply do. But look at this. Whatever's shaking out for you this week with the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse tells me that an individual may be down on their luck. God, you got 2 10s. Down on their luck because they're used to pushing your buttons and it's not going to work this week. I feel like you're going to be very direct. You're going to put a boundary in place and you're going to say no to this individual. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not staying late, especially if this is work related. Greater opportunity here for you. Page of Cups here reverse. You're not taking those small promises. Or those little apologies. You're just not. The immaturity of this individual is they're selfish. They're selfish. And it's someone here that constantly comes back around and just assumes that where you left them is how you have been. So you've evolved, you've changed. And the bigger opportunity here for you, the greater game, what this person's going to realize. I just heard upper hand, because you're not going to feel anxiety by saying no or declining to this individual. See, this person feels that they can push your buttons. They gaslight you. They do. Underneath the deck here. Some of you, it's really hard because it's a family member. Hopefully it's not someone you're married to or a boss. But there's just this energy of an individual who evaluates your belief systems. And it's like, well, this is my belief system. And so you have to fit it. And for you, you're like, no, that's not what I believe in. We have to agree to disagree. And it's simple as that. Lock and key. I'm not letting you in. So no means no for Taurus this week. All right. That's what I got for you, Taurus. Let's see what Debbie has for you.
Hi, Taurus. Let's find out what we need to know for Taurus here for this coming week. Ooh. Just heard family vacation. And you're showing up as your own energy here with that King of Pentacles. Little fun and sun, relaxation here. I feel that there's, hang on. Somebody could be inviting like a couples kind of energy here, like another couple to come with. It's funny. My best friend Mark out in Arizona. Sorry, he just went away on a cruise. So you could be planning a cruise here, but he went with another couple. So this is for them to show me that's what I'm feeling here. But let me clarify that. You may not have such a great time with that couple. So we all have our, our free will, free choice here. So think twice about asking that person, that extra couple here. Okay, we're going to move on because I just feel that was definitely meant for somebody, but I want more of a, something more meant for you here. There's definite stagnation, lack of communication, but there's a new beginning coming. I feel that somebody is going to be coming on in, and it's going to come out of the blue. I laugh is because I love this Nine of Wands dude. He always looks at me like I'm like you have 5 heads, kind of thing. So you might get a little, not Taurus. Taurus are cool people. They're level-headed, but definitely you might be a little annoyed, and say, what are you doing back, but I feel like you kind of drew them in as well. But there's definite movement now. Could be dealing with a twin flame here, but I feel that, yeah, you're going to take this offer. Absolutely. Okay. And I feel like this person, obviously, because of lack of communication. Twin flame, like I said, but I feel that you two can heal things. But I do feel that there was ghosting for quite a while. You miss this person. And with your thoughts, you're actually manifesting for their, going into fruition here in regards for them to return. So 2 different messages here for Taurus, but definitely somebody needed to hear this because story time went with somebody that I went to Arizona, actually, with a friend of mine. And just, I thought she was cool and wow, people's true colors come out. Let's just say that.
Especially when you spend time with them.
It was a very tough vacation, to say the least, but all lovingly said, of course. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Thanks.
All right, guys, we have our unlocked bonus. But before we get to our unlocked bonus, I do want to remind you that I will be live tomorrow morning because we are in Gemini season. So Gemini, you get your public reading tomorrow. So make sure you check in the morning. I'll be on live here for a live unfolding to see what's going on for the June. This is a bonus one. So you still have the June forecast, but if you have Gemini in your chart, you're going to want to make sure you check that out because, it's an unfolding story. You also have your yearly annual one that's over at Harmonia Friends Community that was released last week. So you're going to want to check that out as well. And Deb, you said you have Tuesdays again. Tuesdays is your live?
Tuesdays at live for Deb Does Readings. It's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I answer love questions, finances. The only ones I cannot answer are in regards to law or health. I'm not legally allowed to answer them. But definitely, I give really long explanations, and I pull extra cards. It's only $7 per question and $22 for a full spread. And when I say full spread, I mean full spread. Every single card that comes out in regards to my number one best reading to, is what do you need to know? And a lot of people get that for the live as well. So not just on private readings, but that too. So, but yeah, definitely check in on out and I hope to see you guys. So we have
awesome.
a group of people.
It is, you have a great community over there too. So yeah, it's time, guys. We're gonna get to let's roll, and I need to comment that down here so you guys know all the rules, but we'll go over it too. But I need to put it in here just in case everybody. I spell it right? My spelling's off. So I do want to give a shout out to all of our donators tonight here. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Shirley. Thank you, Angel. Debbie again. Yeah. Angel again, Debbie again, and Diane. Because of you guys, you have helped unlock this collective bonus. So we do appreciate it. So are my moderators ready? Are my moderators ready here? Because I need you guys to keep track for us. Okay, thanks, Star. Star's got it. Let's roll. So how this goes is we let the zodiac signs roll. We roll it a couple of times, guys. So just, if you feel guided to listen, even though it's your sign and it's other areas here too, you could be cross-watching. If you intuitively feel that you need to listen to the message, then listen to your intuition first. All right. We have Gemini. Gemini is here. We also have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in the house. We have Scorpio. Scorpio is also here. Taurus. Taurus is up, my bulls. We have Sagittarius. more. And Aries. So those are the signs that came through. If those are in your chart or any of those placements, those readings may be for you. Thank you, Star. So we have Gemini, Sagittarius came up twice, amplified, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aries. Here we go. All right, collective. Final reading here for the evening. How are you showing up here? Man, someone else got this. I think it was Leo who got this, who showed up with this. But the sun, wow. So you're happy this week. I don't know. There's a lot of joy with you. But you know what? When it's like a moth to the flame. When a lot of things are going your way and you're vibrating at a higher rate, you attract a lot of individuals here because of your light. Yeah. Silence is its own kind of confession. Why do I feel like you're not allowed? So you're supposed to hear from somebody this week. All right, let's see what this is about. Someone's gone quiet on you. Look at this. Are you kidding me? This is like double Leo energy here. Sun came out twice. So you're feeling very happy. You're feeling very good. And then you got someone here. Are you happy someone moved on? Are you happy someone moved on? It's almost like I'm finally free. I don't know if this is a newly divorced individual or you are just finally feeling over a person or a scenario or a situation. Others of you, if this is a week at work, this could be because the boss is not in town, they're on vacation, but it's like, I'm free to do whatever the hell I want. Like there's freedom here in a really, really big way. Look at that. Page of Wands here. Reverse. This person siphoned off of you. They took all of the joy out of everything. They did. They're a little immature. But I also feel like someone gives you the silent treatment and you're like, okay, whatever. Bye. My collective is okay with this. Yeah. Because you're watching whatever you want to watch on TV. You're watching all the reruns. There's just something in this level here of being more okay with an individual being absent this week. But I think this person's silent treatment is trying to get your attention and thinking, hey, do you miss me? Do you want me back? And I don't think my collective really cares for that. No, I think they're like, no, this is great. I'm having a me week. Me, myself, and I. Yeah, Ace of Cups, this is self-love week. You know? It's almost like because somebody's away, you have the freedom to just do whatever the hell you want. You know what? Maybe you're pampering yourself. Maybe you're taking yourself out on a date. You know, but it's all this new opportunity here to be able to breathe again. It feels refreshing. My collective feels refreshed by this. Greater gain. Ooh, 10 of Cups. You're realizing what it truly is to have the right people around you. And I do feel that this week, it's allowing an opportunity here for you to really connect with the right people because this person's out of the way. But they do want something in I do feel like this person wants a reaction here with the fact that you're not reacting to them missing. And here's the thing. You're dealing with, the Spirit is saying, you're dealing with an individual here with the Queen of Pentacles, all right, who's very grounded, comes off as stable, but at the same time could be an individual here who's stuck in their ways as well. All right. So it's very methodical. So a person here, they're hoping that the space that it's creating is for you to figure it out. Well, you're figuring out that the space that it's creating is you're much happier and the people around you are happier because this person's not there. So that's what I got here for you, collective. If that resonates, go ahead and hit like, and we're going to move on to Debbie's collective here.
All right, let's find out some collective messages here. What we need to know. Somebody's very stubborn. Could be dealing with an air sign energy, but regardless, I feel that they're very confused. It's like the more time that goes by in regards to a relationship or lack of communication for this relationship, the more nervous that they're going to be, the more that they're convincing themselves, well, I should just drop it. You know, I shouldn't go back. You know, it's too late. You know, I waited way too long. But yet I feel that they're definitely being and like spirit's kind of like saying, no, you need to keep moving here, you know, in regards to this relationship. Don't listen to your thoughts. Absolutely not. Now, I do have Sagittarius. I have Lover's card here, meaning Gemini. Okay. But also I feel that, you know, you feel that strong, or they feel that strong connection with you, but there's something definitely holding them back. They just need to kind of step forward here, I feel, and put in this work. And definitely I feel that they will. Okay. It could be dealing with a twin flame with that Lover's card, but also soulmate, I'm feeling. They're going to be really nervous when they do communicate to you here. Okay. Listen to your intuition. It's like listening. It's almost kind of like a Queen of Pentacles energy to me. Okay. Instead of Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Cups is present here. But regardless, listening to your intuition, but staying grounded, looking over at that Ace of Pentacles, stay grounded, you know, don't overreact kind of thing when they do return here. Okay. Things can definitely have like the positive vibes here. Okay. Now I feel that they are going to reach out with an apology here, but yeah, they're just straight out nervous about it. They're overthinking here, but definitely they will be making that decision for this change. Let me clarify. There's Queen of Swords. Some people are going to accept this offer back into your life again, where others, I feel that you're going to cut them out kind of thing. Now, I also feel for others out there that when they do return, that you're going to set the record straight. What I will and will not accept, you know, in this relationship. It could get a little heated as well, but not to worry, not to worry. But definitely, you know, you'll settle your energy again, and there can be a good change here to kind of wrap things up. So pretty good energy. I feel that somebody's definitely returning into your life again. Some are not going to accept this person back, but as long as you stay kind of level-headed, you know, tension might get a little high, but as long as you lower that vibe of tension, I feel that it'll definitely pan out in your favor. And that's what I have for collective. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We do really, really appreciate it. Yeah, and Deb, it was so much fun. This was great. I'm so glad that we finally did this. Guys, make sure you're checking out her channel. I did put it in the live chat, but if you're watching the replay, you most certainly can check it out in the description. I'll put it in the comments as well. You guys take care. Have a good time. Bye.
Thanks, guys.